It's Caleb Carver. I work at the Marshall County Extension Office, and I'm the County Youth Coordinator. So I organize youth outreach events for kids in school, out of school, time. 4-H clubs primarily is a lot of the activity that we do, but then we also do some other youth outreach things, connecting with the school district and library programs and things like that. So not only just for 4-H kids, but also all the kids of Marshall County. The county fair is a great opportunity for our kids to display their hard work that they've done throughout the entire year. And so it's an opportunity for them as a learning experience to work with the judge. And so we really take it as an educational experience, where some people see it as a county, it's an entertainment thing, and for us it's all educational. And so the amount of time that we spend working on the county fair throughout the year is quite a bit of time, in order to make sure that it's really something that the kids really look forward to, in terms of making sure they get that ribbon and they're very proud of their accomplishments. So we see it as a culminating event of our 4-H year for kids, in terms of our 4-H years from September to August. So we really see this as the opportunity, the highlight event of our year, and so we want to make sure that all the little fine-tuned details are there. And so we do spend quite a bit of time on the county fair, and that's been a really topic of discussion with a lot of extension offices, in terms of our numbers have stayed pretty steady. We have plateaued out, and we see about 300 kids in 4-H every year. And that's because we have a lot of great families that, I was in 4-H, my mom was in 4-H, and so my kids are going to be in 4-H. I understand the benefit of that. And so now we need to see and reinvent ourselves. The farm families are getting smaller, and people are coming to town. And so we need to see how we can make 4-H applicable to all kids. And we've always done that, and that's in terms of the static things that go on at the fair, the non-livestock projects that kids exhibit, like your drawing, your woodworking, your home improvement, your clothing, your communication, leadership, those types of projects. And so we are trying to make sure that we are connecting with kids here in Marshalltown and telling them of the importance of 4-H. And what we find that to be is 4-H is about creating successful adults. And so that we're really emphasizing getting kids to be college ready. And so the 4-H helps with that, in terms of the ability to do public speaking, building that resume of community service projects for kids. Those things that we have always done, and it's just reinventing or saying it in a different way. But we're really trying to get the more urban programming and creating, we're really excited. We've created our first 4-H club at the high school in a long time here in Marshalltown. A lot of the other area schools, they have a school within, or a club within their community that connects with that high school. And we haven't had one here in Marshalltown for quite some time, and so we've created that. And so that's been exciting, and that club is really going to focus on those leadership communications and maybe doing some college visits, doing that sort of thing. So really that's exciting for us, and so we're really seeing how we can take kids from elementary age, connect them at all the different elementary schools, take them from Lenahan, then to Lenahan to Miller, and then Miller on to the high school. And so it's kind of an interesting process right now, because it's a little bit different projects. When we talk about 4-H, what comes to mind is showing the hog and the cow and the sheep and those things. And so we're trying to see how we can talk more about those other project areas and connect them with caring adults and doing that. So yeah, we're excited to see where that goes, and I think Marshalltown is really embracive of that, so it's exciting. The idea of STEM, that big buzzword, science, technology, engineering, and math, is one of the things that we really do. We have a lot of new project areas, like you talked about. We have a Hyperstream club, and that Hyperstream club does a lot of the robotics types of things. So they and I'm not really I don't know a lot about the science, so we connect people we have a lot of great businesses that have a lot of great professionals. So Fisher does a great job, Mechdyne does a great job of providing us with those educated volunteers. But they do Arduinos, and that's like controlling things with a remote. And so they program how to turn off lights with this remote, how to turn on their computer with this button, and turn on their lights with this one, and the sound system with this one. And so those are kind of fun things that we do. We do a lot of things with engineering now, and so the engineering things such as reinventing how to make Play-Doh. Is something that we had took around to the library, and now we're doing it in Albion in State Center. And so kids make Play-Doh one way. We teach them how to do it kind of the bad way, and then we say, okay, here's your supplies. Now you have to make that Play-Doh better. And so it's really interesting to see. We had a first grader. Within a couple of minutes, he had figured it out. You should mix the salt and the water first, and it was great. And so. We do have a lot of those project areas, and we're excited to incorporate technology. And the Governor's STEM Hub is really good on being able to fund us to support some of the new equipment that we would like to get. So, photography is great. We have probably that is our biggest area within 4-H, and we have a lot of great. We connect with the camera club in town, and we have a lot of great entrepreneur photography people that are willing to help the kids too. And so we do. We actually pride ourselves when we take a lot of photography to the state fair, and out of the last 3 years that we've been here, one of our photography exhibits have been recognized as an outstanding photography, and then is displayed elsewhere, and that there's not many of those. So we're excited about that. Other project areas that kids do get involved in is the visual arts, so like the paintings, the drawings, photography. So we have kids make things out of Legos even. So we have a Lego lamp that some kid made. Home improvement projects are pretty big in terms of refinishing, making something new. Woodworking projects are great for kids within the rural or the urban areas. And so those are things that we focus on with kids and try and spark their interest. And it's all about what the kids want to do, and then we connect the kids what they want to learn about with people that do that. We have a kid saying, well, I want to learn more about woodworking and things like that. Well, I don't have the tools. I don't have the money. I can't do that. No, don't go there. We can hook you up with somebody that has the tools and somebody that's really passionate about what they're doing and happy and exciting to tell you how to do that. And so that's the really exciting thing, is connecting a mentor with a kid, and that's what we find really exciting. And so we try not to let cost be an issue ever. With our projects, we have lots of scholarships. We have lots of people willing to donate material, supplies, time, those types of things. So that's always really fun. We'd love to have kids get involved in 4-H, and 4-H, it's $20 to be involved in 4-H throughout our year. Again, that's September to August, but then again, we have scholarships available for kids. And so the normal is $30, and so that brings us down to $20 because we have $5 from the Marshall County 4-H Foundation, and then also our local Marshall County Farm Bureau. And so please contact me, Caleb Carver, at 641-752-1551, or email me at ccarver, so CCARVER at iastate.edu. And we'd love to get kids involved and hook them up with a great 4-H club here in Marshalltown or any other community in Marshall County, and then see what their interests are. Let's go from there. We're very excited about the fair this year. We got a lot of great things going on, and so the fair kicks off July 8th through the 12th, and so that's Wednesday through Sunday, and there's always something going on. We have a lot of free activities this year. We have a STEM day at the county fair, and that's July 9th. That's a Thursday, 1 to 4 in the exhibit building. And there's lots of free giveaways. There's lots of free things for the kids. And so we have a little scavenger hunt for the kids, and if they complete the scavenger hunt, they get something free. And that day is made possible through a lot of great community people coming out and holding hands-on exhibits for the kids. So not only are they doing a scavenger hunt, but I know Fisher's going to be out there teaching them how to make airplanes, and then there's going to be the water companies out there talking about water quality, and the sewing club is out there. And then we have Ag Day is Friday, July 10th, 1 to 4, exhibit building, trying to get those all lined up there free. And we have all the commodity groups coming out. JBS is out there cooking up free pork chops. So all of that sort of stuff. It's a lot of great fun things. There are a lot of trailers, a lot of hands-on things for the kids. It's really a great opportunity. And we have lined up transportation with the school district and the local library here in town. Marshalltown Public Library has been great. And so there will be a free bus system from the library to the fairgrounds every hour on the hour to take people back and forth from that location in case if transportation is an issue. And so for those 2 days, that 1 to 4 time, July 9th and July 10th. And then we have an open day for project to talk about 4-H projects, exactly what we're talking about today. And that's Saturday, July 11th from 1 to 4. Another opportunity that we have is we have a straw artist coming. He's from St. Paul, and he makes large-scale straw art, public art. And so he is this is our version of the butter cow, is kind of how we're doing it. He's going to create a cow for us out of straw, and a couple of chickens and a pig and a goat. And there are going to be 4-H kids that are going to help him with this style of artwork. Very conservation, using the earth, the ground, and so it will be very interesting. And so he's coming to the fair, and he'll be out there during the fair, and that public art will be just unveiled, or you can see it being built the whole time, of course, but it should be completed on Friday, hoping that there's no rain or anything like that. But that's a great opportunity. That's his first time in Iowa. He's done this all around the nation, and so we're excited to have him here and having kids help him build it too. And that's going to be a unique experience for the kids, and that's kind of what we do, is create these unique experiences. It should be kind of interesting to see what he comes up with. It's really, they look really lifelike, but they're huge. This cow is like going to be 9 foot tall, and so he talks about how he created this, and he comes up with a way of tying the straw. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it all comes together. I don't know. It's always, what I would say is always come, and if the kids are wearing their Marshall County 4-H or FFA shirts, and we always encourage people to go up and talk to them. Interact with them, talk to them about their exhibits. Why are they here? And you'd be really surprised with the kids that are willing, well, here, let me go show you my project, or I'll take you to my cow and show you, and let me tell you about what I've been doing with my cow all year round. And so they're so proud of their exhibits, and that's what it's really about out for the fair for us, is seeing how excited the kids get, and that educational opportunity for them to display their project, be it non-livestock or livestock. And the other thing is, if people are interested in getting involved in 4-H and would like to show cattle, for instance, but don't live on a farm, we have a lot of great farmers that are willing to loan them their livestock and would help with that cost. And so we do have a couple city kids or kids here in Marshalltown that do exhibit livestock projects and go out, and that farmer teaches them about caring for that animal. So I'll talk to them about that experience that they've had, and so that's always really fun to see the kids smiling. And if it's a great day, then come out to the fair. It's free. There's food from the vendors there, and then there's just a lot of other fun activities. I'm from Alburnett, so a lot of my family, they say, well, are you getting ready for the Marshall County Fair? And I say, well, now, what had happened back in the day, ours is the Central Iowa Fair. And so when fairs were just getting started, people would come to a central location, and there are other ones. There is like the Southeast Fair, Southwest, and then there are others that, even though within their county, they used to be regional fairs. And so we have kept that name, and our fair is over 100 years old, and so we honor that tradition with the name of the Central Iowa Fair. That's a great name for Marshalltown. Has a lot of businesses are Central Iowa, and so we're happy with that. But yeah, we're the Central Iowa Fair, not the Marshall County Fair. It's just the Marshall County is represented, and I think every county has their own fair now. But yep, it's just Marshall County Youth. But open class, I think to exhibit an open class, you can either live in Marshall County or work in Marshall County. So still that tie to the community, which is very important. Okay. The fair board, always got to give them credit and thank you for planning the fair, as that takes lots of time too. But they have a great act coming this year that's Tate Stevens, and Tate Stevens was on the X Factor. So, some people might know him. He's been on TV. He sounds great. A country act, and so he will be coming there. And so I'll have to look here. But he's coming one of the evenings. I'm thinking it's Saturday evening that he'll be out there. And so that's a great opportunity for people to come out there. And again, that's free entertainment. And then they do have entertainment going on. There's a truck pull. There's other bands playing, stuff going on all the time, and you just can't see it all. But it's a lot like it's our little state fair here. So, but yeah, that's a great opportunity. Is at Tate Stevens Entertainment, being supported by Kicks here in town too. So that's a great opportunity. And then the kids do a 4-H carnival Saturday night. And anybody's welcome to come out and do that. They have games for kids to do, free games, and they all give them little prizes too, those carnival games. So there's just an ice cream eating contest, a lot of fun things. So the dates of the fair is July 8th through the 12th. That's Wednesday through Sunday. And the projects will be out there, the ribbons, the trophies, the glamour, and so it's always great.